Good morning. Okay, this is my first full day in Japan, and I'm having a good time just looking out the window and seeing like buildings. Like from here, it really doesn't look like anything different. But in my mind, I'm in Japan. Well, physically, I'm in Japan also. So everything just seems new and exciting. Okay, so I'm going downstairs for the first time now, and I'm gonna see what is for breakfast, see if there's anyone else down there right now. I know our bus doesn't leave until 9 o'clock for the first kind of thing that we're doing today. But breakfast starts at 7. And right now it is about, it's about 7:30. Oh my gosh, this lift is freezing. I'm definitely underdressed. I'm gonna have to come back up to the room before I head out for the day. Guys, this hotel is absolutely beautiful. Of course, down here, now I'm down here in the lobby. There is a bar right behind me. The breakfast area is right over here, and it's surprisingly quiet at this time of the morning. I had to set an alarm to actually get up, to help me get up, because I was worried that I would just keep sleeping if I let myself sleep. So right now I'm gonna go and take a look and see what they have for breakfast. I don't know if there's anyone in there that you know, but if there is, you'll see in just a second. Otherwise, at 9 o'clock, we're gonna meet up and we're gonna head over to, I think we're heading over to the Mizuno office, like their main engine where they design everything, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to show you guys, but I'll at least tell you what I can tell you. Alright, so look, I'm not going to disturb everyone's meal by filming what they're eating, but the breakfast spread at this hotel is absolutely fantastic. Let me just show you. They have rice with all sorts of toppings. So I've got rice with nori and some onions. They have a nice spread with yogurt and lots of dried fruit. And then before he starts eating, I just want to come around here and show you who I'm sitting across from. We have the man himself. We have Aubrey, and we're going to get up to we're going to find some trouble today, right?
Yo, crazy, absolutely crazy. To go from the other side of the world like he's done, same for me, not as far, in the name of running. In the name of running shoes, to experience different cultures. I've never been to Asia before, to get to be with people like this man, because you yap about running shoes. Come on, meeting different cultures. It's bigger than running, man. It's bigger than running. And I was looking forward to this. We've been messaging, going back and forth. When are you arriving? So the adventure starts now. I can't believe it. In Japan. In actual Japan. I've never been here before. So we're gonna do the Mizuno stuff, but we're also gonna sneak away to go find some anime. I need to go find Pokemon stuff. I need to find everything anime related. I need to eat as much Japanese everything as I can. We're gonna be a bit more experimental after the marathon, if you get what I mean, because I don't wanna have any of those experiences during the course.
Yeah, he is not wrong, but for now, let's eat breakfast. I just wish I could explain just everything that is happening, because it's all fun. So Aubrey just introduced me to Graham. Graham is the head of marketing with Mizuno in the UK. Right now we've got Drew behind me. You know Drew because I was traveling with him on the same plane yesterday. There he is. And then obviously Aubrey's behind doing what Aubrey does. And we're just talking about running and talking about running clothes. Okay, so now the next step on our plan is to head up to the room. I'm gonna just get the rest of my stuff, get the rest of my kit for the day. I think I have to bring my race kit, like the shoes and the Onihai stuff today, because we're going over. Yeah, Drew's nodding at me off camera. This is like a very professional setup, with people giving me cues off camera. So I've got to bring all that kit because we're going to the Mizuno Engine, and then I'm hoping, right? I'm really hoping that we get on that track, or at least we get to see people on the track where they measure the gaits and we see how the shoes perform. It's all going to be pretty fantastic. I remember Tommy did it last year, and ever since Tommy did it, I've wanted to go and do it. Again, stay tuned. I'm here in the lobby of the IT Hotel, and you can hear by all the hubbub just how many people are here. So Mizuno has booked out 95% of this hotel. So basically everyone that you see in this hotel has something to do with the Mizuno, and they're all here just celebrating the Osaka Marathon. There's a lot of retailers here. There's a lot more retailers here, I should say, than there are running influencers, people that do what I do, that review the shoes. There aren't many of us here that do that, but there's a lot of retailers, that's a big part of Mizuno's business. So they have flown in the retailers from all over the world too. And there's a lot of people wearing the Onihai colorway in the shoes. Let's see if we can glimpse some. See the shoes down there. I have mine in my bag. I probably should have worn them, and I would have if I didn't have the Wave Rebellion Pro 3s, because they are not walking around shoes, right? We know that. So I think, I just looked at the schedule. I think next up is going to the expo, which is going to be fun. So we're going to pick up our bid for the Osaka Marathon, and then after that, that's when we're going to the Mizuno Engine to see, they call it the engine because it's like what drives Mizuno, drives the innovation. So we should see a lot of new stuff, maybe a lot of history to do with Mizuno. So yeah, whatever happens, it's going to be a good time. And I'm just so grateful and feel so lucky to be here and get to see it all. Thanks for coming along and watching too. All right, we are going outside. You see right now, we've got this nice coach behind me. We're all going to be getting in. Oh, you know what? No, I'm glad I looked, because we're actually getting in the second bus. There's another bus behind me. So I think we're going straight to the expo. I hope so. I'm just excited for everything, guys. I know that this look of like the bus and the fence isn't very exciting, but like, as I've already said, the buildings, they are the same as buildings everywhere, but these buildings are in Osaka. I am absolutely here for it all. Everything is just a little bit blown out because it's so light back here, but we just came over a really high bridge and we had a beautiful view of Osaka with all the buildings and the mountains behind it. And I'm sorry I didn't capture more of it for you, but you just have to take my word for it. It was absolutely gorgeous. The building is absolutely iconic. I mean, especially for me, because I've seen it so much leading up to this trip. But this is the Mizuno HQ, and we're gonna get to go inside and we're gonna get to see all the secrets that go on inside. I do notice that there is a tennis court right out front, which reminds me that Mizuno does a lot more than just running. But of course, if you're watching me, then we both know that running is the most important sport. Let's get in there and take a look around. Thank you. Guys, this is a beautiful space in here. There's just so much to see. Now, everyone has their cameras out, so I know that right here is like not anything secret, but see back here, we got a track right here. I can see lots of cameras set up for like measuring movement. It's all just very fascinating. I can't wait to just dig into it all. Okay, before we get too much into the tour, I do just want to show you something that is right up here behind me, and I'm going to try and get myself in the frame with it. Do you see this? You see this guy right here? It looks like we've got like some rocket boosters on his arms, and it looks like is Mizuno developing a flying suit? Oh, I hope I get to try that today. Oh my gosh, there's just so much fun stuff to see. Guys, there's a lot going on right now. I don't know where everyone is going, but there's a lot going on all around. There are shoes just sitting all over the place. Now, a lot of people are going up the stairs there, but my group is somehow just waiting behind right here. So I can't wait to like dig in and tell you guys a little more. Come on. Okay, so just quickly, there's a presentation that's about to start in just a second, but just so you know how this whole like building is set up, right now we're in the upstairs section, and right now there's like offices surrounding this conference space, and you'll see the conference space in just a sec. But in the offices up here, they can actually build prototypes immediately and then take them downstairs to that track that you just saw and then test them out. Also following the runner's gaits, the runner's movements to see how the shoes work in a fairly real-time scenario. And it's a way that Mizuno is able to get out their prototypes very quickly. I think we're getting started for like a presentation in just a minute. So if I get any more information, you will be the first to know about it. Okay guys, it turns out that this was just an introduction to what's going on for the rest of the day. And so now we are all heading over to the expo, we're gonna pick up our bibs, then we're coming back here, and that is when we're gonna do the whole tour of the Mizuno Engine, the innovation center that we're standing in right now. So let's head over to the expo and pick up the bib, get this show on the road. Here we are at the expo center, Osaka Marathon Expo. Guys, I can't wait to go inside. I'm walking away from it right now and I can't wait to go inside. Oh, one thing I should tell you is that it's absolutely freezing out and I am totally underdressed, just completely underdressed. And this top that I'm wearing, it's super thin. It's like a running jersey and it is not doing its job cutting the wind. So I'm gonna head inside and pick up my bib. Come on. You can hear me, it's very loud inside the expo hall. They set this up beautifully. The cheerleaders and the drummers, it's just amazing. Okay, it's been a bit of a journey to get to this to the front of the bib line. Look around behind me. We have just been in a mess of people. This is exactly what I imagined Japan to be like, just with so many people everywhere. I mean, it's like that at every expo, but you know, especially here. So now I am just about to pick up my bib, and there's no tracking available, so you won't be able to follow along, but I'm gonna show you the number anyway, because that's what we do when we come to an expo. That was an adventure. It's another adventure trying to get out of the line. So this is my number. Can you even see that? 51101, but again, you will not be able to track me. So stay tuned to the channel because, or Strava, you'll probably see it on Strava before you see the video on YouTube. But of course there will be a video. They also gave us a coupon for McDonald's, but it's in Japanese, so I don't actually know what the coupon is for. But if I come across a McDonald's, I will definitely run in and see what I can get for free. Guys, I really need to be better organized. So like the second after I told you that I had this McDonald's voucher, I was looking for it, and it turns out that I have lost it already. And before I told you that I had it, I picked it up like 20 seconds before. So sometime in that mess of people trying to get out from like where I picked up my bib, I lost the voucher. So I don't know who's going to be disappointed, but I will not be going to McDonald's now if I don't have something free to pick up. Ugh. I'm just glad I didn't lose my bib. That would have been a nightmare. What's up guys? I have two shoes in front of me. Can you tell a difference between the two? So you all know this one. This is the Wave Rebellion Pro 3. You've seen me running in this a lot. I am going to be racing with it on Monday, but look at this. This is the Wave Rebellion Pro Low. And basically the difference is the heel wedge on the back of the Pro Low is just not as pronounced as on the Wave Rebellion Pro 3. So this is going to be known as the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 High. This is the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 Low. And it's just going to be a little more stable for those of you that may find the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 High maybe a little unstable. So I'm excited to give this a go, and it's going to be releasing in the US market in September. So get a good look at that. Yeah, see that? It's a lot more traditional. It's taking this really fancy, just out there shoe and making it just a little more like other shoes, you know what I mean? Can't wait to try it. All right, we've got something pretty special going on. So you just saw me telling you about the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 Low. Well, they've actually got it in Aubrey's size, and he is trying it on right now. So we're actually going to get some first-hand feedback from what Aubrey thinks of the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 Low.
Hey, so look, I keep it real with you. The Wave Rebellion Pro 3 is not for me. It doesn't work for me. So when I heard they're doing the low version, long story short, had to happen.
Look at that, and it looks good in that Oni pack. Look, I can't understand a word that they're saying, but it sounds very exciting, whatever they're talking about. There's a lot of energy and a lot of excitement up on stage. And I can only assume that they're talking about running and the marathon. So of course, that's kind of a jam, that's what I'm into. So hearing other people talk about it in a different language is like super fun. Guys, I hope I'm not lost. I got separated from my group, from the people that I was with, and now there is lunch somewhere. And I think it's in this giant expo complex. But like when I say the expo complex is really big, I mean, like look around, we're in just a giant square, and there's a restaurant around here somewhere. I have it on Google Maps, but I'm just not seeing where it could be. And actually the thing I put into Google Maps, I'm not entirely sure that is the name of it. Let me check again, bear with me. It's just not easy, you know? Oh, hold on. Look, I'm coming down here, and it seems like a fairly empty like corridor, but I see a bunch of people at the end, so keep your fingers crossed that this is it. I'm looking for other people with this special Mizuno pass, so we'll see if this is it. Okay, update, that was not it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not lost. Like, I know that the Mizuno office is just, it's like 5 or 6 minute walk from the expo area right here. So I am not going to get lost. I just may not be able to have lunch. That's the only downside. So I'll keep looking around. What is this? Oh, one thing I've seen that I found really interesting in Japan is their vending machines. So the vending machines are just beautiful and clean and fresh looking, and they all look like this. Oh, look, there's some Pocari Sweat. I've never tried Pocari Sweat before. It's 180 yen. Let me see. I've got a bunch of coins in my pocket. Let me see what I have. Oh wait, I see Kim and Tyler walking by, so I can probably follow them. I can't even figure out the money at the moment. I'm gonna follow some people that I know, and hopefully they will lead me to the lunch spot. But we will visit a vending machine together, and I will try Pocari Sweat with you on camera. So I've been looking forward to it. It seems like everyone that comes to Japan, they get a bottle of Pocari Sweat and they try it, and it's just like, I guess it's like Gatorade. So yeah, can't wait to try that. Oh, and Pocari Sweat is a big sponsor of the Tokyo Marathon. So yeah, they're just an enormous drinks company, and I see it everywhere and I can't wait to try it. Okay, so I saw Kim and Tyler, and I got to tell you that I never would have found this place without them, because we've come up like some secret stairway, and yeah, there is absolutely no way I would have found this place without them.
We rescued Matt.
Okay, after you, mate. And now we are coming into like, it's almost like a smoky bar. It's very, very smoky in here. Okay, yeah, everyone's here. I should have just stayed with the group, and then I wouldn't have got lost. So lunch was a success, and now we're heading back to the Mizuno Innovation Center, and this is the part of the day that I'm really excited about, because we're going to see hopefully some stuff that isn't released yet, and we're going to see how the sausage is made, really. We're going to find out how Mizuno goes from designing shoes to testing them and then releasing them to market. I know that we are going to be seeing some areas that I'm not going to be allowed to film. So just bear with me. I will tell you what I can tell you when I can tell you. Oh, and something that I don't know if I told you, I can't remember. When I was filming the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 lows in the expo, I noticed the price. It was like 30,000 yen, which equates to $200. So the Wave Rebellion Pro 3 high and low are both $200 here in Japan, and obviously they are $250 in the US. So things are a little bit cheaper here. Okay, so now we have a very short walk over to the Mizuno Engine, and I'll catch up when I'm there. Okay, finally we're back inside, and look, it was a very, very quick walk over here, but it was absolutely freezing. You're going to see for yourself on race day, but there could be snow. I think there's snow in the forecast. The guy that runs the Mizuno Global Marketing was saying that there was snow in the forecast for Monday. So if that happens, well, that would be fun. Fun for you watching anyway. Less fun for me running in it.
Easy, great that.
Guys, we just had a fantastic presentation by Mizuno about their future products, the past products, and where they are right now. And we're just getting ready to go into a development area. And basically we're talking about how quickly they can make the prototypes. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, how quickly they can make the prototypes, test them, and then move on to the next step of prototypes so they can come out with a finished product very quickly.
This room can make shoes.
Okay, so what we're looking at requires a bit of explanation. So they have different formulations of midsole on the counter. They've got the top part of the midsole, the bottom part, and then the plate. And they have several different options of each. And so Aubrey and another gentleman have picked their ideal shoes. So they're kind of making the shoes themselves. And then they're going to put the shoes together and show us how they actually make them. So I think we're actually going to put a shoe together in real time. And this just shows how quickly they can formulate the prototypes and actually get them on the feet of a tester. This is really happening. We are seeing the shoe getting made in real time. They're heating it up, adding the plate, heating up again, adding the bottom layer of the foam. It's amazing. All right, this is Aubrey holding his shoe that he chose the pieces of, and he just passed it to me, and this is what it looks like. So this looks like a typical base to the Wave Rebellion Pro 3, and this was made right in front of us. It's quite surprising how quickly they were able to put this together. And then once they had put the midsole together with the top, the bottom, and the plate in the middle, they take the upper, and they heat it up, and they glued it right to it, and then they hammer it in just to get the shape, and this is what we've got. We had this beautiful shoe made right before our eyes in less than 10 minutes. And that included telling everyone about it as they were making it. And look, they actually wanted the guy to choose what he wanted his outsole to be, so he cut the shape of a heart in the shoe. Isn't that pretty cute? I think Mizuno would do well to market this full time. Okay, let's go see what's next. Look, for a shoe nerd, that was probably the most exciting thing that I've seen. Actually, how they put the shoes together. Just totally worthwhile. It was like the best half an hour I spent was in that room. Now we're changing over with another group. The other group is coming upstairs. They're going in to see that same presentation with the shoes, and we're going downstairs for something. We're really in like the back of the house now, walking in this grey corridor. Obviously, like outsiders aren't supposed to see this, but there's really nothing to see. What I did just notice is that we're going past like different rooms. Look, we have an environmental chamber. What is this? Oh, this is a stock room. That obviously is not as exciting. This is the other end of the environmental chamber. Huh, what else? Oh, the material lab? Okay, I wonder if they're going to show us. Oh, it looks like we're going into the material lab next. Okay, so right now we're doing a competition. We've been separated into our different groups and they've got different foams set out on each of the tables. So what we have to do is gather a little piece of each foam that they're going to add together as if we're making a midsole foam. Then we're going to put it into that machine that drops a ball that comes down that you see everywhere that tests the bounciness of the midsole foam. And the group that has the longest time between when it drops to when the ball settles on the foam is the winner. So that's what we're doing right now. Excuse me while I go and contribute to my group. So these are the foam pieces that we've been dealing with, and these are just 2 examples that we're going to be choosing, but back to work. All right, the competition is beginning right now, so let's see what happens, see who wins. So right now we are evaluating the different teams by the weights of their foams, and then we're going to see how they bounce. And based on the foams that they are choosing, we're working out how heavy the shoe would be if we use those foams to actually build a shoe.
That's us, come on! Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, now this is us, this is the US, and we're seeing how much it weighs. So far we're in the lead with 5.2 grams for our little piece. And when we extrapolate that out to a full-size running shoe, it comes out to 289 grams, which is still a bit heavy, but we're beating Team Asia. Okay, next up is Team Brazil. 8.9. Team Brazil comes in at 8.9 grams for the sample, which is very heavy. Team US and Europe actually won the first competition, but that's not it. Now it's the bounce test, and we're going to see who wins. So this is us going first. Let's see how we bounce. 3, 2, 1, go!
2.50.
Woo! That's good.
That's good, right?
That's good.
I don't know.
Okay, so our bounce test was 2.5 seconds. Now we're going to be followed by Brazil and by Asia, and we're going to see who wins this competition. My money's on us.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes!
So we're still in the lead. That's very close. There's only 500ths of a second that our ball bounced longer. So let's see how Brazil does.
go. Yeah.
It looks like Brazil wins the bounce test by quite a big margin. The only thing is when their weight gets extrapolated out to the shoe, it's a 400-gram shoe. So I don't know, do you want a heavy shoe that bounces more, or do you want a slightly lighter shoe that just bounces a little less? I'm going to take the win on that one. I think we still won.
I think we did too.
Okay, now we're here in the track. Like, we've got the track that runs up and down with all the measuring equipment. I can't wait to see this. So it looks like we're going to see a demonstration of how they actually track the movements of athletes. So we've got this guy right behind. He's got the little sensors all over him, on his shoes, on his body, to track his movement through all stages of his run. All right, so we just had a presentation over both types of motion capture that Mizuno uses here in the Innovation Lab. Right now you've got the guy on the screen and he's got those little baubles all over him. In fact, as I'm saying this, he's like right here behind me. Yeah, there he is. And so that feeds into data on this screen right here. So let me take you over to the track, because we've got these motion capture cameras that are all around the track capturing. And then we've got the blue track, which is actually a track surface. And then we've got the asphalt surface, which is right next to it here in black. And let me just put the camera down just a little bit. There you go, now you can see it. These are the force plates on the track, and we also have the force plates on the track. And it looks like they're opening up the garage in the back, so whoever's doing it can run straight through. This has really been an epic experience to see this. And I don't think it's just for like shoe geeks like me. I think anyone that's just interested in innovation, or perhaps just innovation technology, would also get a real kick out of this. So they've just opened up another room, and I think we're going to get to try some different shoes, some of the other mystery shoes. Right, unfortunately they don't have anything in my size, which I shouldn't really be surprised at. We are in Japan and they technically don't make shoes in my size here. But what we've got here is the Mystery Shoe 02. Drop a comment if you know what that shoe is going to be. So that's the Mystery Shoe 02, and then, hold on, that's all I've got right here. And now I have the Mystery Shoe 04. What do you think that is? Drop a comment and let me know. And then, hold on, I still have to look around for the other one. And then we have Mystery Shoe 03. Drop a comment if you know what that is. And not to drop any clues, but this is the first version of the Wave Rider. Look at that. Yeah, pretty cool there, right? But this is Mystery Shoe number 3. But again, I'm not allowed to tell you what they are. Hey, I'm pretty lucky because they just brought in a box of other sizes, and they happen to have my size in the Mystery Shoe 02. So I'm going to get these on my feet right now and we'll go for a little run, you know, just on the track, but still gonna try them out. After seeing all these new shoes, like my Wave Sky 8s, they just seem really old, even though right now these are the newest Wave Skies, but just after being here, they seem just, they're old hat. I want something new. Luckily on race day, I will be wearing a pair of the Wave Rebellion Pro 3s, just brand new. At least, you know, I just ran a couple miles in to test out. Okay, let's drop my bag. Time to go for a trot. First impressions, just running once up and down the track, that Mystery Shoe 02 is a big improvement over the first version of whatever the shoe is. Funny that we're not allowed to say it, even though by looking at the shoe you know exactly what it is. But it feels a lot more propulsive to me than the first version did, so that's obviously a great improvement for the Mystery Shoe 02. What a day. This was absolutely an incredible experience to be here with Mizuno and listen to all the people that work in the whole process, from like designing shoes, coming down to making the shoes and how they test the shoes. I am just incredibly lucky and fortunate to have been here and just sharing it with some great people from all across the world. But the day is over, and it's probably a good thing that it's ending right now, because the battery on this camera is just getting very low and my phone is almost dead. So I can't take any more content. And without being able to keep content, like, there's no point in me even being here, right? Anyway, we're gonna go back to the hotel. This isn't the end of the video, but we're getting there. So, you know, bear with me. Please stay till the end. I'll check in back at the hotel. Oh guys, it's very cold out. It's very cold out. Right now it's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 4 degrees Celsius. So yeah, we had dinner at the hotel made for us at the restaurant, but it was Italian night. And because I am vegetarian and gluten-free, there was nothing for me, no rice or anything. So yeah, poor me, but also now I have to come out and find something to eat. So I'm actually gonna head over and check out the 7-Eleven that's nearest to my hotel, which is actually pretty excited because, you know, 7-Eleven in Japan is sort of famous for being brilliant. Definitely film inside and show you guys a little bit of what the 7-Eleven is like. Touch base again when I'm at the 7-Eleven. Okay, I think this is like a regular grocery store. I mean, a lot more good food than a normal convenience store, at least in the United States, has. So I am definitely going to be able to find enough calories to fill me up tonight. And it's pretty exciting buying dinner from a 7-Eleven, isn't it? Okay, I actually found some really good stuff. I can't wait to show you, but I'm not going to do it outside. I'll show you when I'm back at the hotel. And there is some kind of shop across the road that I want to go in. It looks like, I don't know, what would be like a Dollar Tree type of shop if I was in the US. So I'm just gonna run in there and take a look around. Yeah, I know I didn't film myself going in, and it wasn't like a Dollar Tree, it was more like another convenience store, except maybe a little bigger than 7-Eleven. But I'm still glad I went to 7-Eleven first. It was better in 7-Eleven than it was in that store, but I still did get a few more food items in that store. Sorry, I don't know what it's called. And I also picked up something for my wife, but I'll show you in just a second. In fact, I'm gonna walk back to the hotel. And let's see, I probably spent 3,000 yen on food, so I probably have more food than I can eat tonight. I guess 3,000 yen is about $20 maybe, off the top of my head. But yeah, so I've probably got at least a couple days of food, or at least 1.5. But what I am most happy about is that there's somewhere I can go and get like lots of snacks. So I'm going to be able to carb load if I don't get any rice tomorrow, which is the night before the race. I know that there's plenty for me in 7-Eleven. Who knew that 7-Eleven would sustain me? Okay, I'm gonna make this freezing walk back to the hotel, and I'll check in with you in just a bit. So guys, back in the hotel, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat, and I'm going to do some editing while I'm eating. But first I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, so I got this for my wife. This is matcha Kit Kats. It's something that she wanted from Japan. Okay, so this is what I got for dinner and later. Now I do have a little refrigerator right below the camera right now, so I'm going to be able to put this in. But I got these little individual servings of tofu. This is little like rolled omelette, so eggs. I got several plain salted rice bowls, and that's in these like little containers. Can you see that? And of course I was in the shop using Google Translate to find out what they were, but this actually says it in English also, so that was no problem figuring out. This one is a rice bowl with adzuki beans. All right, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Now listen, I am definitely carb loading, right? There's a lot of rice here, but that's good for me. That's another plain rice cake. That's another plain rice cake. What is this? Oh, some soft boiled eggs. Another adzuki bean rice cake. Oh, this is fried rice and egg. And then I got a little frozen dessert. It's kind of like white chocolate, but it's made of soy. So I guess soy ice cream. So yeah, that's my haul. That's my 7-Eleven haul and that shop next door that I don't know what the name is. But if you have made it till this point in this video, my second day in Osaka, drop the sushi emoji. I'm sure there are several sushi emojis, so it doesn't matter which one. Just drop a sushi emoji to let me know that you've made it to this point in the video. But for now, it's Matt B. This has been my second day in Osaka. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.